Couture.
Hey, it's your girl Jonna.
And this week on Couture Couture, we thought we'd take you guys with us on this little road trip we're doing to DC. And we're not going to do it like a traditional episode like we normally would. It's basically going to be off the cuff and basically a vlog so you guys can see us along our travels. Anywho, we thought we would talk about Empire because we've talked about it a couple episodes back, and I'm pretty sure if you're like the Empire Nation like we are, you guys tuned into last week's or this week's 2-hour season finale, and oh my god, was it packed with all types of twists and turns and things you never expected. Like, I tried to hit Jonna up, like, I'm tweeting from Couture Couture. She was like, I can't even concentrate. I can't tweet. So I'm trying. And then it just got so good. I hit her back. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it no more. I just can't. It was just so much going on. And within the first 15 minutes, I'm like, well, if this is any indication how the rest of the show is going to go, then this is going to be a pretty good 2 hours. And I don't know if Jonna has mentioned this in any of her other videos, but Jonna just is not a movie person. She's not really a TV person. Things don't really get her attention. So I knew
I have ADD. That's the real truth.
This
I have ADD.
Yeah, I didn't put you. I
don't mind telling you.
Okay, there you go. See, I was just gonna say she just don't like to watch. You know,
I really do have the adult ADD. I'm talking about my ADD.
Yeah, because I was really surprised that she was like so into the show, but that just goes to show how
it has
good
commercial breaks.
That's true, but it just goes to show how good the show actually is. Like,
and I was on Twitter, so I went to Twitter. Like, I totally missed the box, the pillow in the box.
Oh yeah,
I missed that whole scene because I was also editing video while I was watching. So I always am doing multiple things at the same time. That's how I kind of keep the ADD down. I just start doing multiple things, and so I totally missed that. That's why I was texting you like, what was in the box? What was in the box?
Y'all seen that Cookie got that pillow? Lucius wasn't playing with her. She tried to kill him on the low. I'm just saying.
She ain't trying to kill him on the low. And then he got the video.
Well, on the low for him because she didn't know he was still.
Well, he wasn't. He saw, he watched the video.
No, did you see the part? She went to go put the pillow and he grabbed her hand.
Yeah.
I mean, he was still kind of out of it, but
still out of it. Yeah.
He was in it enough to go and check that video and see that Cookie was about that smothering life. Yeah, he almost lost his life. But he wrong. He killed their cousin. What you expect? Come on now.
He just real dirty.
And then it was just so many twists that you never expected. You have Jamal, who was fighting for his father's attention the whole movie. I mean, it seemed like a movie.
I know, right?
For the whole, season, and then he finally gets it, and it seems like he just completely flips on Cookie and never minds the fact that he did kill her cousin. And, it was just crazy to me, but it was the most exciting thing I've watched in a long time. That's one thing I can really tell you.
Attention grabbing.
Definitely so. So some other things that we were chopping it up about. We were talking about this fight that took place in a Brooklyn McDonald's, and I watched the footage from it. Jonna hasn't seen it, but I did watch the footage, and I can say that it was very disturbing for me to watch young women act the way that they did, and for the bystanders to just stand there and not do anything while they brutally beat this young lady was just crazy to me. And these young ladies, I don't know. I really don't know, because I've never had that kind of furious anger at someone to just want to get a group of my girls and just jump them. I just never had that. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like that was unfair, and if someone wanted to jump someone else, it's because they were afraid that person would beat them up. I mean, that's just basically, to me, if you need more than one person to handle another person, then either that person intimidates you, or you're just that type of evil person. You want to do that person bodily harm. But we see it more and more nowadays with social media being so glorified, that you do see a lot more of these videos that, hit World Star Hip Hop. They're uploaded to YouTube and different things like that. Because if you guys remember a few months back, a young lady got slapped on the train. I can't even think about that without laughing. But a young lady got slapped on the train. Now, she was taunting the young man that slapped her. You know, and I'm not saying that he was right because it was a woman and he's a man and all this other stuff, but at some point in time, you have to expect a reaction to your actions. That's just how, you know, life goes. But my point is more of, you know, the need for violence and more violence amongst young women. And it just, I don't understand it, quite frankly. Jonna, I mean, do you have any words?
My thing was more so just the people that are like the bystanders.
Mm-hmm.
That's my issue is, you know, regardless of what other people are doing, you don't have any control over what other people do. And it is crazy, but I think that stuff has always been going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that there wasn't anybody, you know, people didn't carry around camcorders,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so you didn't have it. It's just like the whole thing with the police brutality and how you get all these videos now. It's because everybody has their own camcorder, their cell phone, and so they can record it, versus before, like with Rodney King, they had to like have a real camcorder, like what we're recording on, a real camera in order to record that. Now everybody has one, and everybody's so quick to pull out and record, but you're also there, and you're not doing anything about it. You know, I could understand if you want to record, but are you also gonna call and get help for the person? You know, that I think that's the issue. And I know people a lot of times they don't want to get involved because they're concerned about their own safety, and I can respect that. You see two people fighting in the street, you may not want to jump in the middle of it because you don't want to have any harm to yourself. But if you're going to stand there and pull out your phone and record it and not try to get that person any type of help, I think that you should be held liable in some way for that. And so that's my main thought on it, you know, because you can't control what people are going to do.
Nope.
But for you to just sit there and not do
and just
anything
watch
about
it, it's just crazy. And that just shows how desensitized we are to certain things, certain acts of violence. It's just like, okay, we see it so much, it's no big deal, you know, and that's really not how things should be. It's just really, it's crazy. On a lighter note, you have Regina Hall? Oh, Regina Hill. No, I got it. On a lighter note, you have Regina King and Tracy Ellis Ross, who are going to be hosting this year's Black Girls Rock again.
Oh,
how many years is that in a row that they've hosted? They've hosted a couple of years in a row. Like, this is their third year hosting. And if you've never tuned in to Black Girls Rock, you're definitely going to want to mark your calendars, because it's a show highlighting women, you know, not just so much African American women, but just the unity of women in and of itself. Trailblazers, people who are, you know, good humanitarians and things of that nature. It's just a show to highlight up and coming people and people who are already, you know, well established in their career fields or whatever it is that they're doing, and they're just making a difference in the community. So it's a really cool show. If you never tuned into it, of course we'll probably have some commentary on an episode following it, but you know, other than that, you got any news, John? Anything coming up you want the people to know about? INHMD, y'all.
Oh, I was like, I don't have anything. Okay, yeah. International Natural Hair Meetup Day is coming around again. This is the 4th year. The concept was founded by Adia Rogers, also known as the Trendy Socialite. And she was going to a lot of different natural hair events and thought, how cool would it be to have one day that natural hair meetups took place all over the country on this one particular day, and it would sort of be like a unifying effect. And so she did it the first year, and she had meetups in over like 50 cities. And then the next year, it went international. And so this is the 4th year. There are going to be meetups in everywhere in the United States, then plus Japan, France, the Netherlands, I think Germany, and South Africa. So it's really international. And the date this year is May 30th, and that's the date that every single event will take place. How do you find out about an event happening in your city? Well, someone in your area has to request to be an event host. And when they request to be an event host, they'll sign up for a webinar. She kind of basically explains the whole concept. And if they still want to participate, they pay the participant fee, which gives them access to all of the marketing materials, all the promotion, all of the items from the sponsors, and all of that kind of good stuff. And then they can host the event in the area. So if you're looking onto the website and you don't see an event in your area, it just means that no one has offered to do an event in that area.
Shauna, by the way, what is the website?
Oh, it's inhmd.com. I'll put that down there.
Yeah, it'll be in the description box.
inhmd.com. You can go to the website. You can search by state or country, I guess now, for event in your area. But yeah, if you're not in the Hampton Roads area, just go to the website and look for an event in your city, and then go to it.
And then go to it, guys. Make sure that if you're not in the Hampton Roads area, you look on inhmd.com to see what city is near you. Or if you're on Instagram, I believe you can go to
INHMD.
You can go to INHMD, and it gives you a list of all the cities that is going to be in. So that'd be kind of dope. So that was our news. We brought you some news.
That was some news.
So we'll probably get back at you once we get to this event and, pretty much see how it goes and let you see the other fabulous bloggers that are going to be in the building alongside Jonna. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, guys, we have made it here to the event. And Jonna's going to let you know a little bit about it.
Hi, we're here at Drink, that's Drink. It's a juicery here in DC, and we're here for the Style Makers with a pause event that's being hosted by Pop Nine Shop, which is a website where you make purchases at your favorite stores online, and they donate a small portion of the proceeds to various charities. So there's several bloggers here from the DC DMV area. I'm one of the bloggers that's going to be participating, and so basically we'll all be trying to raise money for a particular charity of our choice, and we'll be trying to encourage people to go online and shop, pick up some pieces that is going to benefit the charity that we select. And I selected the Beautiful Kids charity, which is charity based out of Newport News, Virginia, which is my hometown, and the founder, we actually went to middle school together. Her name is Sachi Matthews, and she founded an organization. It's an organization that researches cure for alopecia, and it also provides hats and wigs for children who suffer with alopecia. And she started the organization because her daughter suffered with alopecia. She realized it was really hard for her to be able to, have self-confidence, especially for girls that don't have their hair. It can be a struggle. Kids make fun of you and you just don't feel beautiful. So that's where she started the Kids organization. So I'm so glad to be able to support her in this way. And so, yeah, that's why we're here. It's just a meet and greet for the bloggers that are participating. We're going to get a little bit more details from the founder, Stephanie. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So many ideas to get